This is a video all about negative guides. What are negative guides? They are, in the unseen realm, we have benevolent guides that are there to help us. Sound crazy? I'm telling you, it's a thing. I can test it, I can figure out who they are, where they come from, why they're there. If I can do that, that means that they're there. So everybody has them. And sometimes you can accidentally or inadvertently hire a negative guide. It happens because you'll hear a voice inside your head that tells you something very shameful or something you feel guilty about, because you have to understand that in other densities, our memory is literally written in a way that anyone can read it, like in fourth density and above, or the fourth dimension, whatever you want to call it. So they know exactly what to say, and it mimics your own voice, so you think it's you saying that to you. But why would you ever do that? And what God or what benevolent God would ever say those things to you? So why we listen to these things is just beyond me. But there is a war that is happening in the energetic plane. And this is a very real thing, whether you are aware of it or not. So you can either be unaware of it and continue with the shitty voices in your head that lead you to do really fucked up stuff, or you can take control back of your internal landscape. And that is what I am proposing. So I'm going to tell you a little bit more about what these negative guides are and like how we hire them accidentally. But on my website, I made a PDF. For right now, everything is free because my website's a mess, and you'll be able to go there and find it, download it, and you can say it and do it for yourself and do it for others. Okay, so negative guides get hired by you because they present with a shell of deception, okay? They present as they're you, or maybe that the way that they word the thing is not, it's so obviously evil, right? It's not like, oh, that's an evil voice. It's like, oh, you know, you would have been so much better if you had this or that, or the lamenting, the guilt, the shame, all of that stuff. No God was ever going to go about it that way, because there's so many other ways to go about it. There's so many ways to lovingly bring someone forward. You know, like, what would you say to a young child if they had done something bad? Would you really scold them and call them nasty things? And no, you would. I'm sure many of you are parents, like you would go about it differently. Anyway, but if you listen to these voices and you think it's you, so you listen, if you listen too often, that it's almost like automatic that there's an agreement that's made. And so now they sit on the board of your, council, if you will. And these, I'm not going to get into what the guides are there to do. We can get into that another time, but I've said it many times over many years, so hopefully you've, whatever, maybe if you want me to tell you more, you can let me know that. So there is a way to clear these guides by working with the energetic plane and basically tasking the right division to go and fire the guide. Because when the guide is there, it sullies everything. It's the turd in the pool, okay? It makes it so that, for example, if I'm doing a clearing on someone, the first thing I have to check for is if they have any negative guides. I myself, when I found my teacher, had 2 or 3. And so that's what all the voices inside the head are, the like opposing forces, right? Usually, there's other things that it could be, but so they will lie. Like I have forgotten to do that before. And when I go to gather information on someone using, my technique, like it'll be all off and I'll feel like it's off and be like, this doesn't seem right. Oh, I forgot to check for a negative guide, right? It's like that, right? They're just trying to sully everything, because in the war, in the energetic war, maybe it's over our souls. Like, this is fair game. If you listen, you've acquiesced, you have agreed to this fuckery, okay? And that's what it is. And of course, people get rid of negative guides all the time without my particular instruction, obviously. And you do that many different ways, and you can chance it, but I'm telling you, I know a way to do it and a way to say it and which division to call on. Energy is best treated with energy, right? Trying to, from the physical world, affect the energetic world is very challenging. I mean, good luck with that. Kind of, sometimes you can do it with enough conviction. But what we do is we hand it over to the right division. And I don't trust the other side. I want to be very clear with you. Like, I have become so distrusting of that plane because I know that the way that these fuckers present is intelligent. I mean, they're smarter than us. I mean, obviously, they're not going to show up and act like evil. They're going to lure you through, so you have to know what you're doing, and you have to be very careful treading in those planes, astral plane, etheric planes, all of that. Tread very lightly and carefully in those worlds, okay? So through the lineage that I was, brought into with my teacher, my one and only teacher, Bonnie, I am not supposed to reveal what I learned, and I will not put it through chat. I will not, I almost feel weird putting the prayer request. I redid the prayer request. I put 3 of them together so that you could do the binding and the onto one doc, and I put it on my Proton drive so that you can read the article and then you can actually go and download it from there, because there might be typos. I didn't have time to really check or put it through chat because I don't trust AI with this data. They can't know the game plan. You know what I'm saying? You gotta so if you want to do that, be the warrior. We're doing it for a lot of people. After what happened last week and what we've witnessed, I'm actually good. I'm on fire now. But for that day or two, I was like, oh man, what is happening? Like that video I posted yesterday with that demonically possessed woman. So this is what we're up against, right? And you can only do it for people that you know. You can't do it for celebrities or public figures. It's not appropriate. But you can do it for anyone you know, and it can't hurt to say the prayer request for people that don't have negative guides. Normally what you would do is, having learned the technique, is you would test to see if the person had negative guides and only then clear them. But what I gather is that there is no negative repercussion to reading it, this particular one, to anyone. So I just feel like it's mad important right now, given the state of this world, and it's time to activate these sleeper cell star seeds that I know are there. I feel like that's my mission. I feel like I'm here to just remind everybody what the fuck is going on. And I do it really gently, and I baby bird everybody on Instagram. It's like, you guys think I'm radical? You got no idea what I know. None. But I'm also gonna be smart about this because I see what's going on. I see what's going on social media, and I'm not about it. But I'll dip my toe in it and drop some little somethings, some little things to remind you of who you really are and why you're really here and where you actually come from. You're very special, and I love in you. Go to my links in bio. I'm gonna post it there, and do it for as many people as you can. And the person can rehire those negative guides, even though that one particular negative guide will be gone forever. If they listen again, it's read the instructions before you do the request. It's a safe request to do. You don't have to be scared. I got your back. I love you. Bye.